Hey guys, hey! Hope that everybody's doing well. I am doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. If you're interested in knowing how I can this fermented sauerkraut, stay tuned. I have what? 9 jars, 9 pint-sized jars. And I know somebody will say, well, it doesn't have the probiotic properties after you can them, blah blah blah. I'm not really worried about that at this point. I have many probiotic fermented things that I do eat, but I do enjoy having these with beans and maybe on sandwiches and things of that nature. So I really am very happy to have these on my shelf, and I always ferment sauerkraut, but this is a better option for me at this time. And another thing, this is just a little small tip I wanted to put out there for us, and please forgive my drawer here. So what I do, hold on, excuse me. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. I heard something that didn't sound quite right. So anyway, what I do, I have these older lids. I just have one of each, a white mouth, of course, and a regular mouth. And what I do is reuse or use these to open, put them on top of my jar lid and open it so that this is all that's getting ruined. My lids are not getting ruined, because if you're like me, I know some people, they don't care, but if you're like me, you reuse these lids for dry goods or ferment, whatever. You can reuse them. But if you keep but if you just keep venting them up, you can't use them. But like here, like I said, you can continue to reuse them over and over again, and they'll always be fresh and whatnot. So that's just my little tip to you. But anyway, stay tuned for the video. Love you. Bye bye for now. If you have any questions, please ask, because I might not have been very informative in the video, because there was a lot going on at that point. But anyway, my hat's off to you. Hey, well, hello to everyone out there in YouTube land. I hope that everybody is doing well. I am doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. So finally, I am getting ready to can my sauerkraut, and it has been processing or fermenting, excuse me, for maybe about 18 days. I have never allowed it to go that far, but I am happy that I did. It's very flavorful, very just it's very nice. It's gonna be so good. The way I normally eat my coleslaw is, or coleslaw, there I go again. Then the way I normally eat my sauerkraut or Curtido blend is mainly with beans, is how I normally eat it. And sometimes if I'm eating some type of sandwich, I might put it on top of that too. But I really am digging the flavor. It has been a funky road if I don't have the top on very tight. I noticed that sometimes during the fermentation process, the family was taking garbage out left and right. Boom, boom, boom. The garbage might not even be full. They were taking garbage out because they were thinking that it was the garbage that might have been so funky, but nonetheless. So I'm getting ready to get started. I have 7 jars here, but I know that I'm probably going to need more jars than this. So I've started packing one here already, and once I get these packed and cleaned, I will come back and show you. And I'm going to water bath these are water bathable project. So I'm going to be water bathing them, and I think it might be 25 minutes, 15 to 25 minutes, something like that. I'll double check. And I'll be back in a bit. Yep. And again, what is in here is cabbage, onions, garlic, carrots, and there are some peppers in here, some hot peppers, something hot. There's canning salt. You know what? I didn't use black pepper corns as I normally would. I used Sichuan peppercorns. So yeah. So anyway, let me get this going because I got a lot going on and it's getting very late. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, as I suspected, it will be 25 minutes for a quart. And again, this is water bath, so yeah, 20 minutes for pints. Excuse me, I forgot I am doing pints. I wish I could have done some half pints as well. I think that would have been smart too, but maybe next time. So anyway, 20 minutes for the pints, 25 minutes for quarts. So although the brine kind of came up here, it wasn't too bad. I didn't make extra brine. I thought I was going to. I planned to do that. But what I did is just put some filtered water into the jar that it was fermenting in, just a little bit, and of water, and I swirled it around to get the remnants of that, and that's what I used to top off these jars. And I just got 9, 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's see, where is 2, 4, 6, 8? Yeah, 9 jars. So I will be putting them into there, and they're just kind of finger tight. Well, anyway, sort of finger tight. And one thing I don't normally have fails, sealing fails, but I have had some, and I corrected my errors. Like in my beans, sometimes I'll have fatty meat in there, and instead of pouring off some of that oil, I didn't, and I had 2 fails on some beans. I did some pinto beans. I did about 7 pinto beans and 7 Great Northern, and I use a myriad of meat. What did I use? I used, what do you call it? I used ham hock. I think I might have used neck bone, ham hock, and something else, just a few different smoked meats or whatever. And I actually pressure cooked them too, because with that it takes only about 20 minutes or 25 minutes, and all of that is done and tender and everything. So that is one way I've had failed seals. And then it was something else, I can't recall right now, but I had learned my lesson. So anyway, I'm going to be putting these into the canner soon, and I'll show you me putting them, because this is going to be a double-decker layer, and I will show you me taking them out. There was something I wanted to address, but I can't recall right now. I might have to change this. Yeah, I think I'm going to change this. What's the name? And yeah, I'm using ball and 4 jar, I think. Let's see what I'm using. I hardly ever use 4 jar. And yeah, ball and 4 jar. I hardly ever use the 4 jars. I prefer the Green Farms US over all of them. But I also didn't feel like washing a whole lot of them. So Anyway, let me get to what I'm doing and I'll get back to you. Okay, so we're ready to load the canner. I just realized that I'm short of a this here thing, and so I'm just using rings for now. I do have that one basket thing that comes with your water bath canner, but I don't really like that. The one I have, I would love to get the other one, but the one I have, it's so open. I have to put something there in order to keep it stable or whatever. So I'm just using rings, of course, some older rings, and prayerfully everything works out okay, because I don't like using these rings either. Sorry about that. And the reason why I'm short one is because I'm pressure canning something, and I'm using that inside of there. Oh, I might not need to use, well, I want to, you know what, I might not need, because I was thinking that was going to double up, which I would have had to do in my pressure canner, but this water bath canner, I may not need that, so I'm going to take these rings out, which I'm happy about. Hold on. Yay, I'm so happy that worked out, because I hate the what's-a-majigum. So I just need 1 inch over the jars, and it's 1 inch, So I'm just going to crank up this heat, and once it gets hot, and it starts bubbling, actually, once it starts boiling really good, then I will set my timer for 20 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. So we'll see you on the other side once it's time to take these out. And of course, I did debubble. I did clean my jars really good, my rims and all of that, and put my rings on finger tight. So I did the necessary. I did the needful. Yep. So I'm just waiting now for it to boil, which is going to take some time, but I have it on high. It'll probably be about 20-25 minutes or so. I'll be back then. Lest I forget, I did also add a couple of splashes of vinegar, so that my jars don't have that hard water spot stain on it. Okay, our time for our sauerkraut canning process has elapsed, and I'm going to take one out, and I just want us to remember, don't try to tilt it. Don't worry about the water that's on top of it. I do have a ways to go because I'm doing some other canning projects, so therefore I'm just going to show you one. But like I said, that little water, don't tilt this. Keep it straight up, okay? And I did, of course, prepare a place. And you always want to, have some kind of, like this is just a cutting board, but I also protected it also with another piece of cloth. So I'm going to get these out, and I'll be right back. So thus far, I've only heard one ping, but I do see the action of the boil. And sometimes if you don't see that, the action, you might not get a good seal. Yeah. But anyway, everything looks great. I normally allow everything to cure maybe a month or more, especially if I don't need it right away anyway. I like for things to sit for a month, at least 30 days before eating them. So we may do a taste test in 30 to 45 days or whatever. So anyway, I'll let you guys know if there were any failed seals or anything like that as well. So anyway, thank you for rocking with me. I really appreciate your company. I hope you enjoy these videos. I do enjoy canning. I don't do it all the time. Sometimes foods build up in the house and I, want to get them out of the freezer and start canning them. Or sometimes we have an abundance of things that come through the door that we like to get canned. But I only can things that we definitely will use. And I wanted to can some soups this year, but it didn't go like that. But maybe another time. But I have been enjoying a lot of soups because I have so much broth. I have so much like pasta, beans, dehydrated vegetables, and the like. So anyway, let me get off of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.